All right, so I'm going to work through several of your homework problems tonight, and I'm going to do them two different ways. I'm going to do the odd problems the way that I've been doing with the circling and moving, and then I'm going to do the even problems with the kind of the stack way that a lot of y'all have seen before, just to see maybe some of y'all it'll help you with our process to see it both ways. And whichever way works for you, that's completely up to you. I don't care as long as we get to the final answer the same mathematically correct way. Okay, so number one, I would circle and move my 6x, which makes it 5x minus 6x. I would circle and move my 19, which makes that 11 minus 19. Simplify here, that's going to give me negative 1x or negative x and negative 8. And then our final step will be divide by this negative 1 and x would equal 8. Okay, so remember anytime you circle and move, if you cross the equal sign, you have to change the sign. All right, so I'm going to do a different way, one way that we haven't done in class yet, which is just kind of our linear stacking approach. Okay, so instead of circling and moving this 6y, I'm going to go ahead and just subtract 6y. And notice I only subtracted y's from y's, so they're going to cancel over here, and I'm going to be left with 2y minus 10 equals negative 2. Okay, the next thing I need to move is I need to move this negative 10. Well, the opposite of negative 10 is going to be to add 10. So now I'm left with 2y and positive 8. And then my last step would be to divide by 2, and y is going to equal 4. Okay, so the left way, if you notice, number one, it's a little shorter as far as your work goes, but it's the same process. Okay, number two takes a little bit longer on your paper, but you still get to the same answer. All right, let's go ahead to number 3. Okay, so I'll circle and move on number 3. So negative 2a is going to become positive 2a, and negative 9 is going to become positive 9. So that's going to give me 4a and 24, and then divide by 4, and a will equal 6. Okay, moving over here to number 4. I'm going to do the stack, so I'm going to subtract 8m from both sides. So 1m, or just m, minus 13 equals 9. Then I would add my 13, and m is going to equal 22. All right, circle and move here. So it's going to be x minus 3x and 7 plus 7. So that's going to give me negative 2x and positive 14. And then your last step is to divide by negative 2. All right, stack and move over here. So here's my 4y, negative 4y, so I'm going to add 4y first. Okay, and then I'm going to add 20, because that's the opposite of minus 20. And then my last step is to divide by 16, and my y would equal 2. Okay, number 7. Again, let's circle and move here. So that negative 6v is going to stay there, minus 4 more. 6 will stay, minus 14. That's going to give me negative 10v and negative 8. Now, when I divide by negative 10 this time, okay, first of all, two negatives make a positive, and I have 8 over 10. But that can reduce down to 4 over 5 by dividing by 2 on each one. Okay, so here I would subtract 4y. If I stack and move, so that's going to give me negative 7y. Okay, I'm going to subtract 19 because that's a positive 19. So negative 7y is going to equal negative 21. And then I'm going to divide by negative 7, and y should equal 3. And the last two that we have, okay, circle and move, so that's 3y minus 4y, and negative 8 minus 6, and divide by your negative 1, and y would equal 14. So I'm going to subtract 2z here from both sides. Okay, so that cancels on the right. Bring the negative 13 down. Negative 3 minus 2 more is negative 5. Okay, then we're going to add 13. So negative 5z is going to equal 25. Then we're going to divide by negative 5, and z would equal negative 5. All of your homework problems have been worked out. 5 on our circle and move procedure, 5 on a new procedure that we've not actually shown you in class. Okay, I don't care which one works for you, but all of your homework should be completed tomorrow, and it should be correct.